Okay, we're starting in the basement here. The basement is basically framed. This is a bedroom here, actually. There's an egress window there, and then the bathroom's going to be plumbed. It's starting to be plumbed. There's going to be a closet, pretty big closet here. Then on the other side, there's a furnace, and there's going to be a tankless water heater. Then there's going to be the water softener, and the system's going to be put in. We're going to put in a water softener system with a reverse osmosis system so you can drink the water. And then right here, this pipe here, that's actually for the radon. We're just getting ahead of it. We know everything in Iowa has radon most of the time in the basement, so we're actually getting ahead of it. It's going to be pumping. There's actually a fan up in the attic with that tube, and it's running 100% of the time, and it's just constantly pulling any fumes that might be under the foundation. And then, like I said, over here, we'll be plumbing in water softener and everything. And then there's a ton of storage here. A fuse box back there. And then underneath this, if a guy wants to store more stuff underneath the stairs, but I think nowadays folks they store too much stuff. If you don't need it, if you don't use it, Goodwill or Salvation Army is always a place to go. Out in here, this is going to be a family area. This is like 20 or 18 by 25. So there's plenty of area here to do anything. Not really sure what we're going to do with the floor yet. If we're going to carpet it or if we're going to paint it, we got to figure that out. And then the ceiling's going to have 6 drop lights. TV will be up here. Looks like we might be putting something over in this corner. We're going to figure out, we'll announce that later what we're going to do here. And this is going upstairs. Still got a lot of work to do. The walls got to be all painted. That's just primer. And they still got their stuff here yet. The cabinets are not the final cabinets. They're supposed to be white, but they put them in, they said, they put them in here just to get the size for the countertops. So once the cabinets do arrive, then we can finish that up. I just came over today to measure up a few things for like the window fixings. And then in here, this is what they call the mudroom. And we're thinking of turning that into a pantry area because we got a lot of different stuff and really don't really need a coat closet here. We do have one by the front door. This is the laundry area. I'll be putting a cabinet right up there for like towels and such. And then there's gonna be they put in a pantry here also. So we'll see what we're gonna do with that. If we're gonna turn that into something else. The fireplace, we're gonna put a fan in the fireplace. There'll be a mantle and a big TV above that. All those windows are gonna have window coverings. Outside here, sort of a bonus. And in the future, I'm planning on turning this into a, what do they call it? A 4 seasons. It's 14 by 14. It's already, foundation's already set for it. And I put a fan up here. And then you put some screens and some glass on here so you can use this all year long. Okay, and then moving on through it here, the floors are down, that's why they got to cover with paper. Over here is going to be a closet, and there'll be plenty of room in there for like jackets and such, so I'm not going to worry about anything for winter jackets. Out there's the front door. Then a little closet here for towels and whatever. You go into the right, it's going to be a first bedroom. They're both the same size. 2 of the regular bedrooms are the same size. And then closet, of course. Every room's going to have a fan. And then here's the other. This one has a little bit bigger closet though. And then right here, this is the cabinet. They actually did order that one, right? And then we're going to put a glass door on the bathtub. And then we got the toilet and everything that has to go in yet. This here is the master. We do have, we did talk to a gentleman about doing the closet for it. It's an 8x8 closet. We're gonna finish it, rather than have those ugly wire racks, we're gonna have wood put in here. And so she'll have a place to put all of her nice stuff that she has. And that'll be going around the wall here. It comes out about 14 inches all the way around. And then over here is the bathroom. It can be a double sink. And then the floors is a master bath. Here's gonna be some really nice doors. But here we chose, rather than doing tile on the walls, we put slab of, I believe this is some type of I don't know, quartz or something. It looks like a marble. But that's all glued up there, so you don't have to worry about any type of issues with mold. So that, and then there's a seat in there if you need that. We got cabinets that are good for storage. And we all had all the doors and the drawers put in with easy close. They close themselves so you're not slamming. All right. Little added feature here. They put the molding up there. There's gonna be lights down behind that, and it's gonna be sort of cool. There's also gonna be a chandelier in here. They do put a fan, but we'll take that out and put a chandelier in here then. And that's the master. So, anywho, that's sort of the wrap. All the windows are sort of the same size, so I can go down to Lowe's and I can get my my window fixture, or my window shades, or blinds, I guess we call them. Get those taken care of, but I won't put those in until the painting and everything is done. We're about 3 to 4 weeks out, from what I can tell, before we can move in here. And then the garage is a 2-car. Of course, I think it's full of stuff now. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff in here, but it does slope. So I thought a drain should have been put in here, but they do have a good slope. So I'm gonna have, basically all my other houses, I usually have the garage full of stuff. That's all gonna be in the basement. If we got any extra stuff, it'll be in the basement or donated. I just don't wanna have a collection of stuff that you never use. So that's sort of a wrap. From time to time, we'll come in and we'll actually revisit and, you know, sort of show you what's going on as far as the progress. All right.